Aegislash is by far the best all-arounder in Pokemon Unite, and if you disagree, you need to watch this video so you can learn his combo. You're going to win every single 1v1 fight, and you're going to be huge value to your team. The build you're going to want to use is X Speed as the battle item. I think Attack Weight, Focus Band, and Weakness Policy are his best items, but you could possibly swap out the weakness policy for like a Muscle Band maybe, but I think the Attack Weight just scales so well with his attacks. Now, when you're laning, you gotta be careful for Sableye, okay? He can take your money, and I didn't actually know that, and you can see I was like, man, did that Snorlax take like 8? Like, what a greedy. But then I realized like, maybe it's the Sableye. So you can out-secure with him pretty well. Again, like I out-secured that. I go to dunk, and then he takes my monies again. So Sableye, real pain in the neck here. Now, my priority here is I need to get out. My health is low, I've got 2 boosteds. Okay, so I just get out, and then here I catch the Absol off guard, and now I'm gonna pause here. As you can see, the jungler's coming up. I've got a split second decision. Do I commit to this fight or do I back out? I can see the jungler's coming up, so I decide to commit. Even though I know in the back of my mind I'm probably going to die, I'm just hoping that they're going to clean up well. Okay, and so you can see they're both really low. I almost survived there, but our jungler and our other top laner who didn't invade, they're going to get a kill and they're going to get some scores off, which is really good value for them. Not great for me because I didn't get any of the Bs, but that's okay. You've got to trust your team. It's a team game. If you can help them get online, then you'll be able to get online because they're going to help you win fights. Okay, not only that, but team morale is a thing in Unite. Okay, now here I see the Absol on the bush. I back out and I wait for him to overcommit, which he does. He just wanted a stack, but I can get a kill here, which is really big. Now, I have a look at the time and it's approaching the 8-minute middle farm. I've got 16 points, so if I'm going to dunk, now's the opportunity. Is it free? Absolutely not. I was just pretty lucky there. So I'm a little bit selfish. I should probably be helping my team, but I figure I've got to get some stacks in so I can be some value later on. Now the priority here is to hit level 7 and get Aegislash so I can get the attack combinations to begin. So here I've got my Aegislash. Now this is the combo. Dive in with Sacred Sword, do a boosted, hit them with Wide Guard, and then you'll notice that when you've got your boosteds online, there's 3 boosteds. Aegislash works weird. Okay, you can't just attack and then every third attack is a boosted. You store your boosteds by using his skills. So again here, dive out, Sableye goes invisible. I still got 2 boosteds and I want to keep Wide Guard on cooldown because I want to make sure I can go back into that shield form. Never get caught out in sword form. Again there, dive in, and then I can collect a lot of them. Here I got a lot of boosteds. Now I'm lucky that Focus Band has kicked in, get the Wide Guard off, and then I'm hitting with shielded boosteds so I can get my health back up. Now I'm lucky enough to get another stack in, and we got the score working with Snorlax, which is really good. Now a big benefit to Aegislash is his ability to just melt an objective. Now that we've hit level 9, let's talk about Aegislash's Unite move. It's kind of weird, you want to use it for execution. It does more damage the lower health the enemy is. So you don't really want to use it to like save yourself, you want to use it as like an extra skill to get some more damage output and go for an execution. So now that Lecky's walked in and I'm trying to get those last stacks in, the Snorlax picked up all the money, which I wasn't too glad about, but it's okay, you know, he's been pretty good. And I'm sitting on 1 monies here. I go straight into shield form because I want to try and get this last stack in. Okay, I get it in and I figure escape's probably not an option here. So I go back in, try and get some health back up and just dish out a bit of damage just so they can't put so much pressure on my Snorlax. I knew I was going to die, but I had to do what I could do to help him out. So this is where Unite can get tricky because it feels like a little bit, what do we do? Do we farm? Do we go for kills? We farm and Aegislash wins his fights with that combo. Again, you can see, dive in with Sacred Sword, then you use the Wide Guard, and you must make sure Wide Guard stays on cooldown. So I'm going to try and suffocate them. We're a little bit ahead with steamrolling, so I'm going into their jungle, which is a little bit risky, but again, Aegislash is the Pokemon you can do that with, and my team is definitely backing me up there. So again, now if I was in sword form there, I'm definitely dead. But I'm making sure, again, Wide Guard's on cooldown if I'm diving in, and I'm never afraid to use my boosteds in my shield form. Okay, it heals you, and it reduces the cooldown of Sacred Sword, which is a big, big deal. So here's my first mistake of the game. I see this Absol here. I should have gone for the Wide Guard a lot sooner and used my boosteds in shield. Now reflecting on my mid game here, I have actually made quite a few mistakes. And really, I think it's because I was just getting a little bit overconfident. I was getting a little bit greedy. Now, Sableye is really confusing. This is the Unite move. Because I was uninterrupted, I got sent back to base. And so here you can see, I like check the scoreboard. I'm trying to suss out. I'm like, What the heck, was that a skill? But no, it's his Unite move. So you can see a couple more mistakes are probably coming up here, in that I'm kind of looking to engage the fight. My team is here and we are ahead. We want to win the fight and then take the objective. We've got the rip. Now, I've just missed my skills here. Okay, Sableye is really annoying. Again, I've used that Unite move way too early. Okay, I've been caught out. I'm in sword form there. Go back into shield form. And I think I'm okay, but the Sableye gets me. So the Sableye has been a real headache for me this game. But that's okay. I was just learning how to take it on. So here I'm kind of farming. Now this is, again, I'm really annoyed at myself here because you can see the Dragapult walks to score and I Sacred Sword. If I didn't use that Sacred Sword, I should have gone to him. I just didn't quite see it. So again, we're going to see. This is the 1v1. I miss him with Sacred Sword. That's okay. I proc my X speed because I have a look at the time. Get it back for that last fight. I dive in, wide guard him back towards my side of the map. Use my boosteds in my shielded form to heal, CC him, and reduce the cooldown of Sacred Sword, and then dive back out. Okay, now currently I have no boosted attacks. I'm doing this on the Indeedee, not to farm up, but I want to go into this Zapdos pit, so the Rayquaza pit, with boosteds in mind. Now here what I'm doing is I'm just kind of scouting the map. I'm having a look at where my team is. Nobody's really in position, so I'll pause here. I can see my Snorlax is up top, and I'm scared of it and engage on him from the top. I'm absolutely not going to approach that bottom where that second arrow is. I have a feeling there's going to be a fight breakout where the Snorlax is, so that's where I'm always looking to head. Now the Gren dives in, and I figure that's the perfect time for me to dive in. You've got to be super careful. And then I figure we've got 2 kills. I'm just straight on the offense here. I'm diving in. I Sacred Sword this bush where people normally hide. Again, I'm going for that combo. You've got to make sure you don't get CC'd before that wide guard goes off. And my team has followed up and we've just done so much damage here. And then we've kind of got in the bag because there's so much rip. So we were able to win that last fight pretty convincingly. And that's because everybody played their job really, really smart. Okay, I had to make sure I didn't go in and I followed up my defender. And that is pretty much why I think Aegislash is the best all-arounder, maybe even the best laner in the game. Okay, hopefully you've learned a couple of things from this video and you can probably try it out for yourself. Again, just be careful of that laning phase and you can dominate your fights as soon as you hit that Aegislash.